Good morning. Happy Monday. It is a new week. We're going to see how long I can keep my hair down before it gets too hot and I have to put it up in a ponytail. But for now, this is my hair. This is Django with his sweater on for today. He is cold. I am not. I have a hoodie on and it feels amazing outside. Okay, this is not a wonderful angle, but I can put up right here. I'm reading Witches Abroad. I started it last night in the bed, and I started it before midnight, but I'm trying to mark like where was it at midnight? And at midnight, I still had 75% of the book left, which means I had read 25% of the book. And because I put my phone down when I was supposed to, I only read like 2% before I went to sleep. So this morning I woke up, I still had 73% of the book left to go. And we'll just see how far I get today. I do want to read a few chapters of Wild Love today. And Django and I, though, are going to wake up slowly in the book nook this morning. Just getting ready. I have Bible study in the morning, so I'm going to look over all of that stuff today. And then I'm going to try to go to work from 9 till 11. Today is the beginning of batch week, which I know I've talked about, and I'll talk about more when I get to the desk and officially start. But from 9 till 11, I am editing last week's vlog and my client's big weekly vlog. Her weekly vlog is an hour of raw footage, which usually translates into about a 45-minute vlog. So that's going to take a long time to do. And then mine, thankfully, on Friday, I got mine all edited all the way through Thursday. So I just have to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which shouldn't be very difficult to do. Then we get to fully jump into batch week, which I am very excited about. Okay, it is 11:51. I started at 9 this morning with my first batch session, which was editing my client's vlog and editing my vlog. Y'all, that vlog, the final length of that is right at 2 hours. My vlog is 2 hours long. What is happening? Anyway, I'm updating my thing right now. It is edited. It's done being edited. It took me 1 hour and 13 minutes to edit mine. It took me 1 hour and 32 minutes to edit hers. But listen, hers was for the whole week. Mine was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Still took me 1 hour and 20 minutes. That means it took me almost 4 hours total to edit my whole vlog. I didn't exactly time myself on Friday when I started editing, so I'm not sure exactly how long it is. But anyway, there's been another kink in the plans, so hopefully it won't be annoying to look at a screen. But this is today. So this is my morning block, and this is what I have done, and I allowed 3 hours for it, and it took almost the exact amount of time. Then for midday and afternoon, I'm doing this whole section, which I'm filming my longest Sims video, which is 2 to 3 hours, and then start editing if I have time. Go to the gym no later than 2:45 so I can get back. Date night is not actually happening tonight. It's switching. So I'm going to be cooking instead of doing date night. Here's what I forgot. At 1 p.m. when I am supposed to start filming, and I have 1 hour and 45 minutes to work on that video, not 2 to 3 hours like I need. I have 1 hour and 45 minutes. I'll have time when I get back, but at 1 o'clock, I have a dentist appointment. When I went to the dentist last week, they made an appointment for today to go in and get actually it was 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I'm going to go get my little guard that I have to use at night. And there's a couple of places down here at the bottom, I know I said this, where my old fillings were, and they need to be updated, fixed. Like some things. It's not very expensive. It's not going to take very long. She said maybe an hour for the whole entire thing. So that means I'm not leaving the dentist till 2. I won't get back here till like 2:20. What am I going to do for filming? And I have probably 45 minutes now before I need to leave and go to the dentist. And I was going to eat my soup, my vegetable soup. So I think what I'm going to do, there's a few things for that Sims video. I kind of film it in segments. But I think what I'm going to do is just go get my soup heated up right now because I still have 5 minutes till noon. And I'm going to go get it heated up and then come down here and eat here and while I'm eating, get all the Sim stuff loaded up and try to film as much as I can before I have to leave. And then when I come back, I can film a little chunk of it again before I go to the gym. And then when I come back from the gym, I will be cooking, but then I can film some more tonight before bed, which is not on my schedule at all, but it's literally one video that I want to get done. And it does take a long time. It's the longest video. But if I stay up doing that a little bit later tonight, well, I won't be staying up late anyway. I also have a little bit of time tomorrow to work on editing that video as well. So I just kind of need to go through and write everything down that I'm filming so that I know I have everything ready to go. I've already written down everything, but here's what I'm doing for batch week, okay? I am filming 8 videos for my Sims channel and 4 videos for my reading channel, because on my reading channel, I'm going to do 2 videos a week. One is this vlog and one is the other video. And then for the Sims, I do 2 videos a week. So I'm filming 12 videos this week. I will check in with y'all each time, every day at least, and tell you where I've gotten in the filming. It's going to speed up significantly when we get closer to the end of the week. Right now, it's not moving so fast, but I'm going upstairs, heat up my soup, see what I can get done. Okay, so first of all, I cannot talk because my whole jaw, well, really just this is numb. Like my lips, my chin, as you can see, I can't move everything the way I want to. That's so funny. Anyway, I'm going to the gym like this. I don't talk to people at the gym anyway, so I should be okay. But I'm going to the gym and I'm going to a new location. So I'm a member. I'm a member of Planet Fitness. Oh, wow. No, I cannot make those sounds. Anyway, she said it would be 2 hours till everything was back to normal. Anyway, I'm a member, so I can go to any of them I want to. And I'm going to this one, a new one that I haven't been to before. So while I'm a little upset that things didn't work out the way I wanted them to as far as my schedule for today, I still think it's going to be okay. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to go to the gym and I'll talk to y'all after I'm not numb anymore. Wow. It is 11 something p.m., 11:24 on Monday night, and I'm getting in the bed. I've read way over 500 pages today. I finished the puzzle, y'all. I was like, okay, I need to take a picture of the puzzle or at least a video. Did I? No. Just tore the puzzle completely up. Had Wesley, I have 32 puzzles left. I was down to 29 and things happened. So now I have 32 puzzles. I had Wesley pick a number and he picked a new puzzle. So tomorrow probably I'll show you the puzzle, but it's Pops. Marvel Pops. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I've read way more than the number of pages that I needed to read. I made the calzones tonight. It's literally just pizza dough cut into squares with pizza sauce. And then I had some leftover chicken, or we had leftover chicken, and I heated up some sausage patties that we had and just cut all of that up and put that in the pizza. So some of the pizza things, the calzones, pizza pockets, whatever you call it, some of them were chicken, some of them were sausage, and then Wesley's was just cheese. It was a huge hit tonight. Everybody really liked it, and we decided that we're going to add this as part of our rotation, which is cool. I also talked to Wesley about the new recipe that I want to make with him. It is cheesy bread, but with zucchini. So he and I are going to order the stuff for that this week when we get groceries, and we'll try to make it this weekend. So hopefully that will also be in this video. Also, my video came out today that's 2 hours and 8 minutes long, and that is nonsense. So that's another reason that I haven't jumped on here to talk, because I've been like, it's ridiculous that the video is that long. What in the world did I have to talk about? Nothing. So that is the end of Monday. It has gone really well, even with the dentist appointment, the dentist office, whatever, which I think might have been the last time I talked to y'all. My mouth was numb until like 4 o'clock. I went to the gym. It was a new gym that I haven't been to before, still Planet Fitness, but a new one. And I really liked it. I told Wesley that when we go on Wednesday, I think we're going to go to the new gym, at least for a little while. It was a lot bigger. There were fewer people there, and they have different equipment. And they're both about the same distance from our house. So anyway, we will give it a shot on Wednesday and see what we think about it. But that's really it. Tomorrow, it's just going to be continuing to work on that Sims video that I've been working on all day today. And I'm doing a better job of like tracking the time that it takes me to do my work and to do my reading and everything. Not reading really, but the video that I'm working on right now that I'm filming, I can actually listen to a book while I film it because it's mostly not talking. And then I just have to say the name of a sim. And then I keep going. That's it. That's all it is. So I don't have to pay attention. So I just had my headphones in. That's why I finished Witches Abroad. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. So many fairy tales, like all wrapped up in the story. It was just, I love the Discworld books, but there are some of them that I like more than others. I don't like this one as much as I liked Reaper Man, but I think it's because I'm obsessed with the Death character. He's just fantastic. And he was also in this one, but not like he was in Reaper Man. And then I started reading Swamp Sniper. So initially I had told y'all that I was going to be reading the 20 books for the long walk as fast as possible. And then I would read books for the bingo boards in Trick or Treat-a-thon. And somebody on my team said, hey, if you read all 20 books really fast, it's going to give our team points faster and maybe we'll get attacked more for having more points. So maybe you should try to spread it out throughout the month. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So what I did was I'm doing like 3 long walk books and then 1 or 2 trick or treat books, then 3 or 4 more long walks and then 1 or 2 trick or treats. So all that to say, Witches Abroad was just a trick or treat book, but Swamp Sniper is for both. So it's only 200 and something pages, and I'm actually almost finished with it. I do think that this is probably just going to be the end of me reading this series. It's a cute series, but it's not good enough for me to continue. There are certain series that I need to continue, and I just need to start making tough decisions about my series. I have too many, right? Amara can tell you that I have too many. And so I'm not going to continue with this one after this book. So I think that's all for right now. If you guys love this series though, and there's legitimately something that I need to know, I need to continue reading, let me know. And I'll keep going. But if it's just more of them being goofy and weird things, dumb things happening to the old ladies, and then her lying to the policeman and the policeman getting upset about it, I'm good with that. It's cute and it's funny, but it's not enough to keep me. So that's it for my check-in tonight. Oh, no, it's not. I read 50 more pages in Wild Love, and I'm finally in the 300s, and it just has barely over 400 pages. So I'm not going to read anymore until I finish the next book, which after Swamp Sniper, I'm starting The Bourbon Kings, which will be my first time reading a J.R. Ward book that's not Black Dagger Brotherhood. So I'm a little concerned about that one, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. And I'm going to do that in the bed. So it is time for me to say good night. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I just came downstairs to open the door so Janko can get out. So we still have this little screen that's got the opening at the bottom, and we can just close the main door, and then in the mornings we open it up a little bit so that he can get in and out however he wants to. So it feels so good outside today. It's not cold enough. Well, I thought this would be enough light. Okay, now the light situation is better with the door fixed. Anyway, so first up this morning, I am reading The Bourbon Kings. I am, less than 10% in. I started it almost exactly at midnight last night. Y'all, this little thing that is supposed to keep the popping sounds from happening on the microphone will not stay on the stupid microphone. It has fallen off 3 times already today. Anyway, so I'm just going to hold it in my hand. I can't stick it back on there while I'm talking. Hopefully, if I'm not talking directly into it, there won't be a lot of popping noises. I know it was the other night when I was one of the days that I filmed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have Bourbon Kings, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It seems more like it is a family drama of people who own a Kentucky bourbon distillery, and it's about to be Derby Day, and so the Kentucky Derby is a giant part of it. But we have a family member who is... Okay, Django was letting me know that I forgot to get his little extra thing that he gets after he eats his food. I always get it and drop it on the floor next to my office so he can just grab it when he comes out. And I forgot to get it, and he is now whining about it. Like he didn't just eat food, but he likes these dental sticks. Anyway, nothing's really happening in the book right now except that we're getting to meet all the family and find out who everybody is. And so it's all right, but I just don't know what I'm going to think about it going forward into the future. Anyway, today I have online Bible study meeting this morning, and then I'm going to continue to work on the Sims video that I was trying to finish yesterday, trying to film yesterday. I spent 3 hours doing it. 1, 2, yes, 3, maybe, almost 4 hours doing it when I added everything up. So I'm going to need to remember that this video takes a long time because I think I probably still have about an hour left, and I didn't want to stay up last night. I finished at 8 p.m. anyway, finished work, and I didn't want to stay up later and do that then. So today is just that video and maybe trying to edit that video once I have finished filming it. And then we'll just see what's next. That might be everything. He is trying to jump up here and get this. It's literally the microphone cover, you weirdo. Like he thought it was some food of some kind. Okay, anyway, that's it. So that's what my day looks like. Should be pretty easy to get caught back up. I don't have anywhere to go today except for date night tonight. And I'm excited about that a little. So my friend Laura and her husband Eric, we were all stationed together in Turkey, and so they have found a Turkish restaurant here, and so we're gonna go eat that Turkish food tonight. I don't love a lot of Turkish food, and so we're just gonna see how it goes. There are Turkish things that I like. Turkey is specifically where we lived was right on the Mediterranean Sea, and so it's a lot of Mediterranean foods, but I'm not wild about it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes tonight. I'm sure there'll be something American at the Turkish place that I can eat if I don't like any of the food. But usually I like kebabs, which is usually something I can find to eat. So anyway, we'll see how it goes, but that's going to be later today. I'll probably check in midway through the day and let y'all know how it's going. I'm so sorry that video was 2 hours. I'm going to try not to do that. Okay. Who has not checked in all day? Me. I'm sorry that it sounds weird. I also do not have my microphone. I mean, I checked in this morning and said good morning, right?
I don't know. I literally had to remind you that we needed to do this on the way to date night.
Sorry. It's Tuesday. We're having date night tonight. We're in the K's. Do you know what the place is called?
Cove, I think. I don't know.
Kolbe.
Oh.
Kolbe Turkish Cuisine. Okay, so that's what we're doing for dinner tonight with our friends, Laura and Eric. And I'm sure Laura will be on screen and tell you what she thinks about it, but I don't have the microphone, so this is it. I'm having a Sims crisis, which is why I have not checked in, but
she'll tell you how the grape leaves and lima june is later.
I'm not eating any of that. I'm not eating anything that has lamb in it. I do not like it. Yes, I have tried it. I do not like it. Okay, I'll check with y'all when we get there. Okay, Laura, what'd you get?
I got a doner kebab, and I got this this is coat your stomach.
Iran is what it's called. Okay, what'd you get?
The Adana kebab.
Oh, y'all got the same thing. Yeah. Okay, I got chicken. Y'all, look how red my face is. It is, what time is it? 9:22 at night, and I've just gotten back from a walk. We walked 2-point-something miles. I don't know how far we went. I don't even know like how to look at my exercise history. I just know how to tell it, like, hey, do this thing. So, okay, that's fine. I did an exercise. That's all I know. I can see it on my app, but not on here. Anyway, Oh my gosh. We were gone for just a little over 2 miles, and now I'm burning up. So Django wants to sit on me because that doesn't make me any more hot. You make me hotter, babe. It's too hot when you're up here. Okay. First of all, let's update some things. So the last time you saw me, we were on our way to dinner. Oh my gosh. Dinner with Laura and Eric was so good. Laura and I talked about the book that we're going to read, and I actually started the first chapter in that book. So we will update when Laura and I actually start reading it together. We're going to get together every few chapters, probably like every 100 pages or so. There's 370 something pages in the book. So anyway, you can look forward to that. Laura and I are going to do a little project to go along with the book we're reading too. So there's a teaser for that. Anyway, dinner was delicious. The Turkish restaurant is brand new. It's only been there for just over a year. So if you're anywhere near the Fair Oaks Mall in Virginia, it is fantastic. So I highly recommend it. They loved it that we knew like a tiny bit of Turkish from when we lived there. That legitimately is a tiny bit that we know. He was going to take our picture and he started counting to 3. He was saying 1, 2, 3, and we all went beer, icky, oot. And he was like, wait, what? So the fact that we knew 1, 2, 3 in Turkish, he was very excited about. Anyway, it does not matter. Seriously. So today, I said in the car that I had a little bit of a Sims moment. And that's because for the last 2 days, I have been working on one Sims video. And this is the first time that I've added up the time that it took me to film and edit one video. And it took me 7 hours to film and edit this one video. 6 hours of filming and 47 minutes of editing. So, yeah, that is probably not going to be a thing that happens, but I've been rethinking, like, what am I going to do instead of that? And those of you who watch my Sims channel, this is one of my, like, more popular series. So I can't get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it because I like it. I want to keep doing it, but it cannot happen the way that it has been happening. So for batch week, I literally gave myself yesterday and today to just do that one video. And now the next 3 days, I'm doing the other 11 videos that are going to go up on both channels. So tomorrow morning, I will be filming 4 reading videos. And they're just my check-in things. So I've got the 50 before 50. I've got the Her Kid check-in. I've got my series check-in and the big one that's got all the months and the holidays and all that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the viewer pick. Since it's going to come out toward the end of the month, I can go ahead and film that and get that one done as well. So those are the 4 that I'm filming tomorrow. And then I'm going to work on editing some of those before I go to the gym tomorrow. Then Thursday morning, I was about to say give blood. I'm going to go get my blood taken for my doctor's appointment. So I'm going to have that done Thursday morning. And then there will be more batch stuff happening on Thursday. But today's batch stuff is done, and I completed everything on the list, which was finishing that video and editing it. You can't be on the microphone, babe. Oh, he just wants to lay down. Okay. And editing that video, and then tomorrow is for 4 reading videos to get done. So, speaking of reading, I have almost finished the Bourbon Kings, J.R. Ward's book. This is the first thing I have read from her that's not Black Dagger Brotherhood, and I do not like it. I'm so upset. It's about siblings. So far, 2 boys and a girl, but there are 3 boys and a girl in this family. But we've only followed 2 of the boys and the girl right now. But they are part of a bourbon family that makes Kentucky bourbon, and the youngest son is who we're following most of the time. I thought this was going to be like a normal contemporary romance book where the whole family is involved, but you follow one person through each book. No, that's not what's happening. And it continues. We continue to have this issue where a woman will tell a man that she loves him, and the man blows her off or says, no, I don't want to have anything to do with you. So then the woman takes him at his word and is like, okay, then I'm going to do this second option that I have available to me, because the women have no power in this whole thing. The woman actually owns the building. Their mom is the owner of their house and the distillery and everything, but she's addicted to pain meds and has not left her bed in more than like 3 years other than to take a shower and take more pills. And so her husband has power of attorney and he runs everything. Well, he's a horrible person, a horrible father, a horrible human being. So anyway, the women just have no power in this book. And I hate it so much that the women then, after they've said how they feel, the men are not brave enough to say how they feel. And so the women go off and do what they need to do to take care of themselves. And then the men come back and they're like, no, never mind. I do love you. Well, it's too late now because she's already taken care of things herself. And that involves her not being with you. And then the men want to get all hurt, their feelings hurt. I hate it. I'm telling you, I would have DNF'd this book a long time ago, but I have to have a 400-page book, and it has to fit certain parameters to be able to count in certain places on the long walk. So I just had to finish it. And I have 1 hour left on audio, so I don't know exactly how many pages I'm at. I need to do that so I can do my update, but I have literally not been home since about 5:30 this afternoon. So I'm definitely going to finish that book tonight. And the next one I'm reading is The Chicken Down the Block, or The Rooster. I'll say The Rooster Down the Block, okay? Because I don't want to say the other word and get messed up on here. It's not a curse word, I don't think, but it can be in some places. So I'm just going to say The Rooster Down the Block is the one that I'm reading. Well, you'll see. Here's a picture of it. It's got a little rooster on it. The premise of this sounds fantastic. It's friends to lovers and it's fake dating. So I'm ready to jump into it. There are some people that are talking about how good the relationship is between the two main characters, but how cringy the writing is. So I'm hoping after the Bourbon King's nonsense and overwrought miscommunication tropes everywhere, hopefully after that, I will actually really enjoy maybe some cringy stuff. We'll see what I think about it. But that one is the last one I have before I need to be done with Wild Love. So I didn't read any Wild Love today, but I'm probably going to try to schedule in to read half of whatever I have left. I'm going to try to read half of it tomorrow, and then I'll finish it whenever I finish The Rooster Down the Block, so that I can finish both of those at the same time, and then I move to fantasy. So I'm pretty excited about what I have coming up for the next probably 6 or 7 reads. I'm really excited about them. Anyway, Django would like for me to go take a shower so that we could go to bed, because he is very ready to go lay down in the bed. We had to put him in his crate while we were gone to our walk, and he got real sad about it. He always gets sad when he has to go in the crate. He just doesn't do well in there since Skeeter's been gone. So I'm hoping once the kittens get here, they will help him to not be so sad when he's by himself. But anyway, so he just loves his mama and he wants to be with me. I know. So anyway, that's everything that's going on. That's what's happened today. Our time at the restaurant, like I said, was so good. It was nice to hang out with Laura and Eric, and we're going to hang out with them again on Saturday. So you'll see a picture of all of us, I'm sure, on Saturday. We're going to a ball together. I guess that means that it's time for me to say good night. Good night, Django. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and I just laid in the bed and read my book until 9:30 this morning. I'm supposed to be filming videos. You see, I have all these shirts because I'm filming 4 videos. So I'm wearing one and I have 3 more to change into so that I can keep filming. I also decided to start with my hair down a little bit, and then I will put it up in a ponytail. I just realized that when Ron left our house, he left the front door open, and he's been gone for at least a couple of hours. My door's just been open. Yeah, that's not okay. Anyway, I have been reading The Rooster Down the Block. I finished The Bourbon Kings last night, and it did not get any better for me. Actually, there were moments that I really liked because there's one of the brothers that I really like, but the rest of it was a no. So I'm going to get my drink this morning, and I don't know what I'm going to do for breakfast. I was thinking about my egg thing, but I really just want to get a pack of crackers and head downstairs. Also, I don't know, I just realized I don't know what the back of my head looks like, my hair, but it doesn't really matter because that's not going to be in the video. So I've got crackers and I have a 0, and that's what I'm having for breakfast this morning. And Ron left a coupon on the counter and it says for oil change. He's like, go get the oil changed and use this coupon. Okay. Anyway, I have a ponytail holder for later when I want to put my hair up. So I'm going downstairs to film, but I've been reading The Rooster. I really like it. Yes, it does have some cringy language and some goofy things that like language in it in general. But friends to lovers, he's always been in love and he fell first. It's just fantastic. Oh my gosh. So remember when I said I just been laying in the bed? Wesley's supposed to be at work right now, and both of us forgot about it. So I'm taking Wesley to work right now. Now I'm back from taking Wesley to work. I ate my crackers. I drank my drink. I have his leftover Pop-Tart, which is what he had for breakfast. So I need to put that away for him in a Ziploc. And then I'm going to go downstairs and get ready to film. So I think I'm going to do the 50 before 50, the Herkyed. I'm just going to probably do them in the order that they're going to come out. Sorry, I need 2 hands to put the Pop-Tart away. So I think I'm just going to film them in the order that they need to come out. There's something I wanted to show y'all. I recently tried to start growing plants, and I don't know what's wrong with this plant, but it's got like these black spots on it. Can somebody tell me if the roots are rotten or what? I tried to put it outside for a little while, just right out back when we first moved in, and it was getting way too much water because it was like rainier when we first moved here. And so it got watered a lot. And I was like, that's probably not good for it to be so wet. I dropped a shirt. So I put it down. I brought it back in, and it seems to be staying where it is. Like it's not growing, but it's not shrinking. I asked Wesley last night where the dog's blankets are, and he brought all 3 of them in here and put them in my chair. Okay. Anyway, if y'all know about plants, let me know. Otherwise, I'm about to get started filming for the day, and I'll check in with y'all later. Y'all, first of all, why is my camera so high? Oh my gosh. Also, if you live in Europe, I've got to tell you a story about the exit sign right there, right there. But I'll tell you about it later. Anyway, I am having a wonderful day. I have finished filming all 4 of the videos. I changed back into my original shirt because this is my gym shirt. I have also, I'm about to empty the dishwasher, and then while I listen to my book, so I want to talk to y'all first. I'm going to be having leftover Mexican food from the lunch that Wesley and I went to yesterday. We kind of combined our leftovers because we pretty much ate the same meal. So we're combining our leftovers. That's what I'm going to have for lunch today. He's still at work, so I haven't had to go pick him up yet. Ron said I'm going to have to call and make an appointment for this oil change thing. So I'm going to take that downstairs with me so I can call as soon as I get back down. Otherwise, I'm going to organize all the clips from this morning. I'm going to organize all the clips so far on the vlog from Monday, Tuesday, and today. And then I'm going to try to edit as many of the videos from this morning as I can before I go to the gym. I want to leave for the gym no later than 3:30, but I would like to leave closer to 3. We're going to be going to the new gym today, depending on what time Wesley gets done with work. Also, Django is in his whiny time, and I don't know what he wants. Oh, I could let you out. You want to go out? I've got all of the doors open where the screen is the only thing there. Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know. Anyway, it feels amazing outside. So we'll see what he decides to do. But I'm going to empty the dishwasher, heat up my food, enjoy my lunch while I finish the Rooster Down the Block. I have 20 minutes left in it. I love this book. Yes, it is corny and it is cheesy and it is sometimes cringy. I love it. I love it, and I cannot wait for the next one. I cannot wait for the next one. And the next one, there are 7 brothers and 1 sister. I want to know about every one of them. So I found a new favorite series, and I'm loving it so far. Not favorite, but wonderfully great. Okay, to work. Hey, it is 4:55 p.m. I just realized that I forgot to stop my watch from my workout. So the last 20 minutes of me driving, they think is my workout. I have my new Aardvark Book Club. It's kind of crushed, y'all, but that's only because it has one book in it, and I guess it's just too thick. Y'all, I keep trying to show y'all my address. That's why this video is very choppy, because I'm going to have to cut all that out. Okay, anyway, I do not remember what I ordered, and I'm trying to cut with my left hand. I mean, I'm left-handed, but I didn't learn to use scissors with my left hand because everybody else in my family used scissors right-handed, so I did too. Oh, All of Us Murderers by KJ Charles. I have read one KJ Charles book and I really liked it. And so I was like, this is KJ Charles and this is an early release. It says love, hate, secrets, it's in the blood. Okay, so All of Us Murderers, KJ Charles. Usually KJ Charles writes LGBTQ romance. This says that she was a full-time historical romance novelist, written more than 25 novels since then, and her books have been translated into 8 languages, and she lives in London. So maybe this is also a historical romance. It just sounds a little mysterious with the murders in there. Anyway, I'm really happy that's a thing and that exists. Now, let's talk about my books today. Y'all, oh, wait. I do have a new bookmark. Oh, it's very dark. A new bookmark. I didn't get Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which is actually my new release for this month, but I read Bride on audio, and that's what I'm going to do with Mate. And I was like, I don't need it. Like, I don't need a thing of it. So anyway, I get to vote for the 2025 members choice votes, and 10 lucky voters get a free credit. So I will be logging in and doing that vote. I love this bookmark. It's got like a heart on it up here and a tentacled beast, a jellyfish maybe. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'll put it right over there with the rest of my bookmarks so that I can grab it. Okay, my reading today, y'all. Now, remember when I said I was doing so well in Wild Love that I didn't need to read a bunch of it because I would have time to read it in between my books? I have gone from one book to the next book to the next book so fast that I did not have time to finish it. And now the one that I'm reading right now, which is Aching God, here it is. It is a very cool historical fantasy right now. It's given me Kings of the Wild vibes without the band allegories and all the rest of that stuff that was in there about bandmates and things like that. But it is a whole like, we need to send you to the abandoned lands and you're the only one here that's not been struck down by the plague, so we need you to go. But it's an older protagonist. He is, well, I don't know how old he is, but he has an adult daughter. So that's where we are. That's where we're following him and going into the, I don't know, forbidden lands. That's not what it's called, but that's what he's doing. And I'm reading this. And I need to finish this right after I finish Aching God. So, no, wait. I think I need to finish this before Aching God. I think that's why I went ahead and started Aching God, so I had it on audio to listen to while I've been running my errands. I just got back from the gym. That's why I'm so hot. Yes, I have to finish this before Aching God. Technically, I guess I don't have to. They're both 400 pages, so they're both in the 400-page realm. They're not going to, they're going to move me the same distance on the board, so I don't have to. I just need to finish both of them around the same time, but I do have Wild Love listed next and then Aching God. So, but it's fine because they're both 4s. So we're good to go. That makes me feel a lot better. Oh, and the next one I'm reading is also a 4. So technically I have time to read this. That makes me feel a lot better. So maybe I don't finish this tonight. I am going to read it tonight. I've got to go to my in-person Bible study from my church, and then I'm going to do nothing but read that when I get back, because what I'm about to do right now, I need to leave here in about 30 minutes to go to my Bible study. So I'm going to be prepping for batch day tomorrow. Now, today went really well. I told y'all that I filmed the 4 videos. I edited one of those videos and grabbed a couple of shorts from it. Y'all, I took my 50 before 50 video and I set it in the ratio for shorts. And then I pulled a clip of me every time I said, then we have Chew graphic novel. Then we have Murderbot Diaries. So it's just me naming them, every one of them, as I go down the list. I think it's a cute short and hopefully people will like it. But that's what I did this morning. I filmed those 4. Then this afternoon, I edited it and pulled out that one, and I went to the gym. And now for the evening, I'm going to Bible study and I'm going to read. So my first trip around the board on the long walk is almost done. I have those last 3 books to read, which is Wild Love, Aching God, and then Her Majesty's Royal Coven. Those are the only 3 books I have left. And then I'm at the end of the board and I'm starting back over. So, oh my gosh. And the next book I'm starting with is also a 4. Do I just have so many 4s in a row? What? Let me look at these. 4, 4, 4, and then a 6. So I do have, a lot of 4s in a row. So I could have put this Wild Love. I can move it if I need to. That just makes me, I feel better about it. Now, the other thing is my vlog for last week, the one that ended up being 2 hours long, it's going live tomorrow, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. It's been live for my channel members for a few days, and I already have 48 views. 48 of y'all channel members have watched this, and I'm very happy about it. And I have 19 comments from y'all, which half of those are from y'all and half of those are me answering you back. So that's like 9 comments from y'all, almost 10 comments from y'all, which is fantastic. And then me answering you back. But somebody said they like how long it is. Only one person has said they like how long it is. I do not love how long it is because it took me a really long time to edit it. So we're going to see what happens with this one because I know I have not filmed as much as I did yesterday, but I am getting a little bit nervous because first thing in the morning, I have to go and I keep saying give blood, go get my blood taken. And so I'm already like, okay, I'm having this soda. And I'm like, this is my last soda. And then you're drinking nothing but water. And then when you get up in the morning, you're drinking nothing but water and heading straight to the doctor's office. You're going to give blood and then you can go get a soda. So I'm like pep talking myself through the appointment. So it's going to be fine. Anyway, so I'm going to get to work and go to Bible study. And I will chat with y'all afterwards and let you know how far I got in Wild Love. So look, I just got home from Bible study and Ron has put out a little Halloween decoration at our house. Hello. Okay, it is 10:42 at night and I'm about to go to bed. Wesley cooked. First of all, if you can hear the dishwasher in here, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm standing in the kitchen. I don't have to be in the kitchen. We can go in here. Anyway, Wesley cooked, except it's really dark everywhere else. Wesley cooked Dorito chicken casserole. So I got a little bit of that. I didn't want to eat a bunch because tomorrow I've got to do the blood work. And that didn't have anything to do with like me wanting food. It had more to do with me just like being a little bit nervous and not really wanting to eat food. Well, now it's too tall. If I stand up, I'm too tall. If I sit down, I'm too short. Anyway, I'm just finishing up the night. I will tell you this. I am 30%. First of all, I read the Rooster book completely today, and that was 296 pages. Then I'm 30% of the way through this book, Aching God, which is 414 pages, 400 and something pages. And I read 28 or 29 pages in Wild Love tonight in my bed just a while ago when I was laying down. So I have my reading glasses. I can't see anything if I put them on because they're for close up. So anyway, not wearing them. I'm about to go get in the bed. I will see you in the morning when I'm getting ready to go do my blood work. So I'm not feeling super anxious about it tonight, by the way. Like I already put the address in my phone where I'm driving in the morning. I'm just going to wake up. I've already got my clothes laid out, so I'm going to put my clothes on. I'm going to leave Django and Wesley and I worked out what I'm going to do with Django in the morning. So whenever I wake up is when I wake up. If Price calls me, I'll talk to him while I'm like getting ready. And then I'm going to go drive to the place, get my blood work done, and then immediately go get breakfast. I really want to go to Chick-fil-A. but it'll depend on where I am, what's in between me and the place where I'll be. I don't even know. It's not an actual doctor's office. It's just a military thing. And I was thinking about it on the way home, like, what if because of the government shutdown, my doctors are not coming into work because they're civilians for the most part. So I don't know. I mean, clearly whoever is drawing blood, which is not any of the doctor places, I just have to go to the phlebotomy lab to do the blood work. They're there. I mean, I'm assuming they're there. Nobody texted me to say, hey, you can't come in and get blood work. Even though I don't have an appointment, you just go at least 10 days before your doctor's appointment. I have to go. So I don't know. We'll find out together. But anyway, I don't feel super nervous about it. So that's a plus. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go to sleep, get up, blood work, breakfast. Then I'll come back and work on batch week again, but I need to focus on the very beginning of the morning first, and then I can focus on what comes next. So that's it. It's time for me to say good night. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I am coming to do my blood work today, and then I'm going to get breakfast somewhere. I don't know where I'm going for breakfast. And then I'm going to go back home and do a batch day. So it looks like when I was planning things last night, I'm supposed to film 3 Sims videos today. One I'm supposed to film before I start filming the podcast, but I think the podcast is not until 11, but it's already almost 9. It's 8:45. So if I'm here, I'm not going to be here for another 10 minutes at the place. And so if I'm there even 45 minutes and then I stop and get breakfast and get back home, I'm not going to have time to film anything before it's time to do the podcast. So I might have to do all 3 of the other things this afternoon, which is totally fine. The only thing I have to do today or want to do today is the long 3-mile walk around our house. It feels so good outside that I might even need like a hoodie or a long sleeve shirt at least whenever I'm doing the walk. I'm so excited about it being cold enough to wear those things. And so anyway, that's what's happening today. I'll probably check back in with you. I'm reading The Aching God up here. I took a screenshot of where I was at midnight last night so that I could know exactly how many pages I read till midnight. But I read 28 or 29 pages in Wild Love. And I finished The Rooster Down the Block, and then I got however far I got in Aching God, and then I just picked Aching God right back up this morning. I did bring Wild Love with me because I'm going to take it inside. If I have to sit there, I'm at least going to be reading. Then I have Her Majesty's Royal Coven is next. If I finish Aching God, that's the next audio one that I'll be listening to. So we will see how it goes. Oh my gosh. These cars, I wish I could show y'all. So my light is green, but I can't go because their light is red and they're stuck waiting in that red light. But then those 2 cars that are sideways right there, they came from the left when their light turned green. Look, my people are just driving now. I guess I'm driving as well. Anyway, I will check in with y'all later today. Okay, I'm done with the blood work. I just had to show y'all. I wasn't planning on checking back in, but she stuck me right here and it did not work. There's barely even any blood. There's a little bruise mark there. She stuck me right here and it didn't work. There's more blood, but it's not still bleeding. And then she stuck me right here and it worked in the back of my hand. And I had already told her that I thought that they usually did in other places and then they moved to my hand. And she told me at the end, she said, you just need to tell people when they're taking your blood, like, go to my hand. Don't even try to bother with other places, just stick my hand. And so that's what I'm going to tell them in the future. But anyway, and still, she couldn't get everything out of here. She got enough that she said they could do all the tests they needed to do, but they still didn't get, she didn't get 4 vials, which is what she was working with. Anyway, done. Blood work is done. It is 9:30, so I got here at exactly 9 o'clock. It took me no time to get back there. The problem was all the sticking that had to happen. So anyway, now I'm about to go have my breakfast and a Diet Dr. Pepper. But look, she said, are you sure you drank water? This is 32 ounces and this is 20 ounces. I drank 52 ounces of water from the time I woke up this morning till I got in that building. Anyway, I also had to pee in the thing, and I took a picture of the thing on the wall because I just needed to tell y'all, when you're doing a urine catch as a 40-something-year-old woman, the problem to me was that the instructions said, void 1 drop of urine and then start catching it. I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, my urine does not come out in drops. Who in the world can do 1 drop of urine? The directions were ridiculous. But anyway, so I did that. I did the blood. Now I'm going to have breakfast. Okay, let me get the microphone out of the way. I ordered some candles the other day when Bath & Body Works was having a sale. They were $5 each. And I've decided that from now on, I'm only going to buy candles. Wow, what? When they are $5 to $6. If they're more expensive than that, I'm not buying, because there are so many sales that I really should not have to pay more than that for some candles. And Wesley is obsessed with candles, especially when he's sitting at his desk. So he uses a lot of candles and he burns them, and it's not worth it, is what I'm saying, if we pay more than that. Okay. So these are smallish candles, smaller than what I was expecting. I thought they were one size up from this, but at least now I know what we're talking about when I order these candles. And the regular price of these candles is $16.95. Come smell candles with me. This candle is called The Perfect Christmas, and it just says exclusively fragranced soy wax blend. Oh, it smells real good. But I don't know what it smells like other than Christmas. Like, I can't pinpoint it exactly. But since Wesley is the candle burner mostly in our house, I want him to come smell as well. Okay, this one is called The Perfect Christmas. Is that good, or is it going upstairs?
I mean, it can go upstairs. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one for like the entryway upstairs. I ordered one specifically for you because I thought you would really like it. Okay, this candle is mine. One of the ones I thought I would like. It is Vanilla Bean Noel. Oh, I love a vanilla candle so much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. All right, this one is packaged differently than the others. Oh, this is my other one I got for me, and your dad said it had to stay in my office. So it's crushed candy cane. Ron does not like mint. Oh my gosh, I love it. Smell it. Yeah, that's staying in here. It's so good. Crushed candy cane. That means this one is the one I picked for you. I want you to smell it before I tell you what kind it is, okay? Tell you the name of it. Okay. Okay, here you go. It is cookie butter truffle.
You told me that.
Oh, I told you that I was ordering it for you?
Yeah, I just realized you told me that.
Okay, well, there's your candle. It smells very good. This one has a little bow in the top and everything. It's different from these others, the tops. I know, I thought they were bigger than this. So I want you to report back in how long it took you to burn it. I'm not lighting mine until I burn down the other one that I have some more. Anyway, so that is the candle haul, and I will pay more attention. These are 8-ounce candles. So probably the 12-ounce is what I was thinking that we were getting. That's the size I thought this was. But this is still good. These 3 candles, I'm going to take this one upstairs so we can burn it in like the entryway. This smells like a pine tree. It just smells like Christmas. So this one I'm going to put upstairs. And then the vanilla and the candy cane stay down here with me in my office. Right now they're going in the windowsill. Okay, wonderful. And they're red, white, and green. They just match perfectly. Okay, I don't think I've read anything since I talked to y'all last time. I'm about to film 3 Sims videos, possibly 4 Sims videos. I have 4 left to be done. And I know I said I was going to do 3 today and 1 on Saturday. I just kind of want it to be done. And one of them is just a tour of a save file. That's not going to take very long. The other one is kind of what's going on with this family. That's not going to take very long. The ones that are the 2 that I don't really want to film. I might just have to push them to tomorrow because I don't know how well they're going to go. I kind of think that if I'm not feeling like filming, everybody's going to be able to tell that I'm not feeling like filming. So maybe I film 2 today and then push the other two off. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Anyway, I'll check back with y'all later. I do want to read more Elsie Silver. I read like 3 pages while I was waiting to have my blood taken today. Yeah, that's it, 3 pages. But I did mark where I started and where I am right now. So I'm also only have an hour and a half, close to an hour 45 left in the Aching God. And then I get to do Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I've heard such good things about that book that I'm really excited about it. But first filming The Sims, then I can go read. Hey, okay, so it is, what time is it? 8 o'clock at night. I just got done with a quick walk. It was really hot. I mean, dark outside, not hot. It was actually cold. It felt amazing. And so, listen, I have my hoodie next to me, like a manifesting warmth or coldness so that I need warmth. Anyway, I got something in the mail today. I know I just showed y'all something else I got in the mail yesterday, but I got something today. And it is I told y'all that it was coming, so it's not a surprise, but it is the Earth Divers. Stephen Graham Jones, or in my house, as we call him, Billy Graham Jones, has written this graphic novel series, and I'm reading it for my 50 before 50. I've already read all of these. Let me see how far it goes. But I'm completely caught up on everything that's been published so far. Oh, this is extra artwork. Okay, let's see. Okay. So this is chapters 1 through 10 that's in this omnibus. So I'm going to leave it out and see if anybody else in my house might pick it up and decide to read it. They both like graphic novels, and it is so good. Okay. I'm now going to work on a puzzle after we do groceries. We're about to do our grocery list. And here's the puzzle that I'm doing. It is Marvel Pops Collage. And apparently it came with a mystery one. Wesley said, "Did you give me the mystery one?" I was like, "Dude, we got this from a used bookstore." So no, that was not part of the thing. So I'm going to be sorting. Oh my gosh. It's totally part of the thing. It is. It's a Daredevil mini pop. I know. I was like, there's no way that'll be in there. And it was right there. Okay. And then it comes with a little card. All right. Very cool. So this has never even been opened. Really? Okay. Yeah. It's never been opened. Also, the tiniest little puzzle pieces in the world. That's going to hurt my old eyes. But I'm going to work on that once we're done with groceries while I listen to my book. And then I'll report to y'all after I've done puzzling a little bit and let you know where I am and what's happened and what I've done. Got the outside edge done. I'm missing a piece right here, but I did find the actual picture on the back. So the pop thing goes in the middle, the pop thing goes, so it goes like this with the pop sign in the middle, which I mostly have put together, and then just lots and lots of Marvel characters. So I got everything divided up onto my trays. This is the largest group. The rest of them are over here in one of my drawers. Then these are kind of green that I think might be Hulk. These are all white or like gray, and these are all predominantly red. And then these are ones I feel like I recognize. Like I think that I recognize parts of different helmets. So those I can probably put together pretty easily as well. So then I just start working on the little parts till I get it all put together. Okay, it is 10:30. Yeah, almost exactly 10:30. Wait, how many steps do I have? Oh my gosh, I need like 400 and something steps. So I'm going to walk around down here and I have a route around the basement part of my house where I walk down the hallway, I circle the furniture, I circle the pole in my house, I go that way, I come back, and it's 100 steps if I do the whole thing and down and then come back and do it again. So I have a route now that is 100 steps. Anyway, I did go walk, but I only walked like a mile and a half because it was already so dark outside when I went out. So I didn't talk about that. Let's talk about the reading, okay? During my sprints tonight, I read The Situationship by Abby Jimenez. It's a 37-page short story. It was included at the end of Just for the Summer, initially when it came out, and that is what it feels like. It feels like an epilogue at the end of Just for the Summer, because that's ultimately what it was. So I liked it. I thought it was cute, but it was 37 pages and not even 37 full pages. Like 30 pages. And then the other 7 was like a preview of the next story or something. So anyway, it was cute. And now I'm finished it. So 37 pages done for tonight. I finished The Aching God. Not The Aching God, just Aching God. It was so good. But I don't know if I want to go on to the next book. Like, I feel very happy with where this ended and where we left things. And there are a few questions still about the sword, and did the sword actually talk in his mind, or was that a hallucination kind of thing because of where he was? Like, I'm good without knowing that, though. Like, I can appreciate this book for how good it was and not then have to continue with the series. High fantasy, I can handle some of them. I cannot have a lot of these series that are all high fantasy like this. So I kind of get bogged down. So I'm going to pass on continuing with this series, but I really liked it. And like I said, it completes a whole story. I just don't think I need anything else. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. I just don't need anything else. Okay. Also, my Wild Love book. I read about 30 pages today, or in the last 24 hours, I've read about 30 pages. So that feels good. 30 pages is decent. I told y'all, I think at one point when I checked in, I was like, okay, I have Aching God and Wild Love are both 400 and something pages. Then I have Her Majesty's Secret Coven, which is 400 pages. Then the next book I'm reading that I don't even remember what it is 400 pages. Those are all for the long walk, but that's not all I'm reading. I have The Situationship and Always Practice Safe Hex are both just for the Trick-or-Treat-a-thon. So I can read any of the Trick-or-Treat-a-thon books anytime I need to, while I'm working on finishing Wild Love. So I'm not going to push myself to read physically if I would rather work on a puzzle while I was reading, which is exactly what I wanted to do tonight. So I finished Aching God and immediately went into Always Practice Safe Hex, and I knew I was going to love it. Like, I'm back in the world that I knew I was going to be in. I totally forgot that the man doing the narration is Aiden Snow. And he is one of my favorites. I mean, right up there with Teddy Hamilton as one of my favorite romance audiobook narrators. He is right there at the top with Teddy and Aiden. And when I first heard him, I was like, oh no, his voice is too deep. I can't even, I did not like the very first time I heard him read a book. Now, he is my favorite. And the reaction, I wish there would have been a camera on me, because we start this book out with the female narrator talking, and she's like, da-da-da-da-da, doing her part. And then it switches to Aiden, and I went, I just was so shocked. I was like, what? Oh, it's Aiden. I didn't know that he was narrating, and it was such a shock. And then I was so pleasantly surprised. So This is the 4th book in the series. Wolf Gone Wild, I think, was the first book. And I'm pretty sure I started all of those during Wonderthon back in June. So that now I'm finishing it up. I think the 4th book is the last one in the series. Maybe not. No, there's not, because we still have to do another sister. 2 more sisters. Okay, never mind. So clearly I have not gotten to the end of the series yet. But maybe this gets me caught up, or these are all the ones I own, I think maybe. So anyway, I am going to go up to bed right now. Like I said, it's 10:30. Tomorrow, during sprints, I'm going to check in with my goals, because I love that one of you guys commented, I'm pretty sure it was Fallon, and asked if I was doing any kind of tracker to talk about like how far I have gotten in my goals or where I am working in the goals. And I said, I've not done that, because last week was a roller coaster ride, ups and downs and just nonsense with my mental health, my anxiety, like everything last week was just either high or low. And there was no like, let's just do this, which this week has been so much better. But I've still not checked in with the actual goals that I wrote down on the paper to say these are my goals. So I'm going to check those tomorrow while I'm streaming, and I will probably come in and talk about them with you guys and see where I feel like I am in the tracking. And then I still have 10 weeks left of this 12-week cycle. This is only week 2. So we're also going to see where I am on the filming of the vlogs, because I don't know what benefit this really is for any of us. I mean, I thought it would be beneficial for both of us, because I thought it would hold me accountable to working on my goals. And also it would give you ideas of how like a normal person is accomplishing their goals. I'm sorry, I got a text message. That's why I kind of cut off in the middle of the last thing. And like my cousin's cousin, my first cousin, my dad, and her mom are brother and sister. Her first cousin, her dad, and this other person's dad are brothers. But her cousin went to high school with me. We went to school together and graduated high school together. So she's my age. And her husband found her today, passed away when he got home from work. So my cousin's cousin, my first cousin's first cousin on the other side, I just got a text message about it from my cousin. That's too many people. That's too many people. Anyway, I honestly have zero idea what I was saying without going back and reading it. But I'm pretty sure I was talking about what value my vlogging can bring to any of us. I think that's what I was saying. I wanted to show you guys how a regular person could accomplish goals, but I don't know that I am doing a very good job at accomplishing the goals. And anyway, I'm going to give, my aunt is actually driving to my cousin's house to tell her in person, because the cousin who passed away was her best friend. And so they want to tell her in person. Anyway, I'm kind of freaked out, and I want to go check on my cousin, but I need to wait until she knows, and then she's surrounded by her mom and her sister. Anyway, I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I'm going up to read and probably stay up really late waiting for my cousin to call me. And then I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's time for me to say good night. Good morning. I know I'm cutting off the very top of my head, but I can't lean back because Django is behind me. There he is this morning with his hoodie on. I can scoot back a little bit. There we go. Okay. It is Friday morning, and I got a pretty good amount of sleep. Like, I feel really good. This week I've done a really good job of putting my phone down. Sometimes not until 1 when the goal is 12:30, but I am okay with going over a little bit on that. Anyway, I slept okay. And so now I'm going to run some errands. I have to take Wesley to work, get the oil changed in the car, and pick up the groceries. And while I'm out doing that, I'm going to take Wild Love with me, especially when I'm sitting waiting on the oil change. I want to be able to read it. And the rest of the time when I'm driving around, I'll be listening to Always Practice Safe Hex. So I did not hit my 500 pages yesterday. I just added it up. I got to 424. So every day I am averaging, for the whole thing, I'm definitely averaging what I need to be averaging to finish. I have a calculator over here. So how, for the whole rest of the month, I have 9,989 pages to go, and it is the 10th of the month. So if I just estimate and say 20 days, the 9,000 pages divided by 20 more days is 500 pages a day, 499. But really I have today, which is one of the days in the 20 days, so 21 days, and then I have the 31st, so I actually have 22 days. So it's 454 pages for 22 days, which is exactly what it has been from the very beginning. And even though there are a couple of days where I've read 600 pages, I have not hit 500 every day, but I'm keeping up with my average, which is exactly what I wanted to do, was to make sure I was hitting the 450. Anything over that would be good. But anyway, today should be pretty easy to hit. Here's my egg casserole. That's eggs and spinach, if you can see the green stuff. Anyway, that's what I'm having for breakfast this morning. And then I will be doing all the errands. And then I'll be back to sprint with y'all the rest of the day. I have worked out a game plan for the sprint. Everything that I need to edit and work on doing today is getting done during the sprint. I also have my client's vlog that I can work on, and my vlog up to this point that I can work on, which I know is not going to be as long as last week, but it is going to be significant that I need to work on it if I can. So that is my plan for today. I will check in with y'all as we go through the day, and I am going to give you a goal update at least by the end of today. And then tomorrow and Sunday, we're going to be working on the goals. Any of the goals that I can work on.
Yes.
Okay, it is 10 p.m. I am just doing a quick little check-in with y'all. Well, it might not be quick because we're going to talk about my goals, but I have 2 bookmarks that can go over my bookmark holder because I'm done with Wild Love. I don't know if I updated you on this. I feel like the last time I talked to y'all was before I even got the oil changed in the car, and the oil change took forever. So if you were at my live stream, you saw me complaining about it. That's what happened. I talked to the guy on the phone yesterday. He told me to come in at 10. It would take 45 minutes to an hour to do my oil change. So I was like, great. I had my groceries scheduled to be picked up between 11 and 12. I left the dealership at 12:48. I got there at 9:45. Did not take 45 minutes to an hour to get that done. Anyway, went over, got the groceries, because thankfully they give you longer than 1 hour to pick them up. Got the groceries, got Wesley from work, so I dropped Wesley off at work, stayed through his whole work shift just about at the dealership, and then went and got groceries and Wesley, and we came home, and then I sprinted all day. Well, for 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours. I can't remember exactly how long we sprinted, but during the sprints, I got everything edited that I needed to get done, meaning for batch week, I have now prepped 4 videos for the reading channel and 3 videos for the Sims channel. And I need to do 2 more videos for the Sims channel and I'll be completely finished. But they're the same thing, just me playing those same families. But the main thing that I did during sprints was create an official survey for this channel and for the Sims channel. So if you watch either one of those channels, I'm going to link it down below. Honestly, I think I might link them both in both videos for a while. I don't know. Anyway, I want to figure out the state of the channel. I know I made videos a little while ago talking about the states of the channel, but I think I want to just talk through, or not talk through, but you're going to answer questions in the survey. There's 10 questions in both surveys. They're very similar because I'm trying to find out basic information about both. So a lot of stuff I copied over from the other one and just kind of tweaked some of the wording in it. So they're similar, but if you watch both channels, I would like for you to fill out both of them, if you could, please. And the information so far, like I read the first 10 that came in on the reading channel because I was still live when I shared the link, and a bunch of people went over and filled it out. I almost started crying. I was like, this is so sweet. Like everybody was saying how nice it was on my channel and how much they liked me. And I was like, oh. And everybody loves Django. Oh my gosh, the number of people who were like, oh, we're just here for Django was fantastic. Anyway, it was very sweet. Everybody's words were very sweet. And I get comments a lot of times sometimes where people are just super sweet. Like, I love your videos. They make me laugh. I like to watch them. When I'm having a bad day, I know which ones I want to go back and watch again. I feel like I need to find my mojo on the Sims channel. On this channel, I am loving the stuff that I'm doing on this channel. What I miss on this channel are the TBR games. So spoiler alert, no matter what y'all say in the thing, the games are coming back because I have missed the games so badly for most of this year. So I tried to create monstrosity, like I thought that would help me by playing one giant game. It made me miss all the other games. And then I switched to what we were doing this time, which is the TBR quest that we've been doing. No. I need things. I have ADHD, and so I need things to be changing. I don't like to do year-long the same. I don't mind year-long if it changes or there's a lot of stuff to do, like her kid, but I don't like playing the same thing over and over and over for a year. That being said, the rest of this year, I think I'm going to keep it really simple and do as many 50 before 50 things as I can do and as many series as I can do and books that I own. Those are my top 3 priorities for reading. But let's talk about goals in general. Right here is where I made my change your life with the goals that I talked about wanting to accomplish for this month. And I'm going to take a picture of this and just pop it up here on the screen when I'm talking about it so that you can read what I'm reading as I go through here. The first thing said, show up for my blood work and doctor's appointment. It's just information and it will give me a plan to get better. Well, I've already had my blood work done. That was yesterday, so I showed up for that. My doctor's appointment is in 10 days. I'm going to show up for that. The next thing says, meal plan for every meal and schedule eat out times. Prep breakfast and lunch each week. So I have been prepping breakfast and lunch each week so far. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've done it. Tomorrow, usually on the weekends is when I prep for the new week, but I still have 4 leftover lunches and 4, maybe 3 now, leftover breakfasts. So I don't know. And I ate out for lunch today, which was not on the schedule, but also I wasn't planning on staying out at the thing for so long. The next one says, do at least 3 workouts a week, a mix of gym and at-home workouts. Well, last week I did 2 times at the gym, but it was walking both times. I didn't do any weights. And then I did 1 walk at my house. So walking is not what I meant when I said workout. I meant 3 days of lifting weights as my workout. Last week was a fail. This week, I have done two days of lifting weights and 2 days of walking. And I did them all in a row. So I did like lift weights, go walk, lift weights, go walk. And then today was going to be a workout at home. Did not happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but maybe Sunday I can do a workout at home. I'm also tweaking the way I want to do this. I'm thinking that I just need to update the workouts that I'm doing for lifting weights twice a week. Like, what do I need to shift around? What do I need to move if I'm only going to lift twice a week? Because I think lifting twice a week and then walking 3 miles twice a week is a good baseline workout for me to try to hit. So this one right here is already getting changed a little bit just because of the way I want to do it going forward. The next one, put my phone in jail and turn on meditation, begin at 12:30 a.m. and work backwards. So I have not been putting my phone in jail. I didn't create a place to put it. That's what Jess calls it. And she created a little box with the charger in it, and she puts her phone in jail and doesn't, like, physically, it's not beside her bed. Well, I'm not doing that right now, but I have been putting it down. And probably over the last 2 weeks, I think there's only been 3 times that I have consciously thought it's 12:30 and I'm not putting my phone down. And one of those, I decided way ahead of time. Like, before I even went up to bed, I even said in last week's vlog, like, I'm not putting my phone down. The rest of the time, it's been easy, and I have been tired at 12:30, so it's not been hard. However, I don't do well with arbitrary rules. I want to fight against them. So I'm very worried about telling myself that I have to put the phone down, like going any earlier and being like, okay, you did 12:30, now let's try 12:20, because I feel like my brain will be like, that's practically the same, 12:20 and 12:30, so let's just go to 12:30. So I don't know. We'll have to see what actually happens when I try to change it. Right now, I'm not. Right now, I'm satisfied with putting it down at 12:30, and then I get up between 7:30 and 8. I'm okay with where we are right now with sleep. The other thing I want to do, experiment with stress relievers and things I can do to actually relax and not feel guilty. This one I have been working on, and it's got more to do with, like, I tell myself, you have done work today. You accomplished what you wanted to accomplish today. Now you can be done and go put together a puzzle or go play a game on your phone. Like, you can go do that because you have accomplished what you wanted to accomplish today. Don't look at tomorrow's. Tomorrow is for tomorrow. Today is for today. And you've done what you wanted to do for today. I have to keep telling myself that. Even right now at 10 o'clock at night, I came down here and I said to Ron, I think I'm going to edit. Like, I just kind of feel like editing a video. Meanwhile, he's upstairs going to bed. And 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, I think I'm going to edit a video. And then I came down here and I was like, oh, I need to film my goals thing for y'all. And as I'm talking to y'all, I'm thinking, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish today. These 2 videos that I was thinking about trying to edit, I'm not supposed to edit them till Monday. But my brain says, you've done everything else you wanted to do. We could just move some Monday tasks to today. No, brain, no. I'm going to stop. When I'm done with this and I tell y'all good night, I'm going to go upstairs and lay down in the bed. That's what I'm going to do. All right, next. Research a therapist and make an appointment. I did find out that there is a therapy place that shares offices with our church, and somehow if you attend, you can go to them no matter what insurance you have. So I'm still looking into it, but the therapist is going to be acquired before we get to the end of the year. The next one, take notes about my current system and what I'm going to keep and what needs to go. I have been doing so much brainstorming about this. That's kind of where Batch Week came from. Batch Week has been a huge success this week, and I don't know what the next 3 weeks are going to feel like when I do not have, as my friend Amanda says, the hamster wheel of content creation. I'm not going to be on that wheel for the next 3 weeks. So I don't know what that's going to look like or what that's going to feel like, but I'm hoping it means that I have time to work on behind the scenes things, like creating things to play in The Sims instead of having to record everything I do over there, because I don't have time. There's no time and there's no space to accomplish things that I then want to put into videos. Just like here, I want to have more ideas for this channel, and there's not time. I'm not leaving myself any break or time or growing my creativity. I'm not leaving myself any creativity time to just sit and think and wonder and hope and plan and come up with crazy, chaotic things to do. I'm not giving myself time. So that is what I hope the next 3 weeks will accomplish. This one I think has already been accomplished, but I am continuing for the next 10 weeks to follow the batch week schedule. Batch 1 week, reset the next 3 weeks, and then batch 1 week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Definitely not reset. The next one says, celebrate for no reason. Decorate and enjoy all the holidays this season, because we have Halloween and then we have Christmas. We're not decorating for Thanksgiving. That's just fall decorations. So that's the same as Halloween for me. I mean, not really, but we already have a pumpkin out front. Y'all saw that from a day or two ago. And if you saw my live stream, you saw Laura and I made a candy bucket that looks like a skeleton in the bath. That I already have. And then Wesley wanted to go get some decorations, although he has a full-on skeleton sitting in a recliner in our living room that just stays there all year. And right now he's holding that stuffed animal that Wesley got. Anyway, we have a few things out. We have not decorated for the fall, but we have decided where we're going to decorate, when we're going to decorate for Christmas because of how we're leaving and going home for Wesley's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday. They share a birthday. So we're going home. And so we're going to be decorating the living room earlier than we expected. But we're not shopping for anything right now because right now we don't have a guaranteed paycheck until our government decides to do its job and become a government. Yeah. All right. Last thing on the list. Buy and set up everything for the kitties. The kittens are coming with us when we come back from our trip home in November, and I want to have all their stuff together. I'm getting a cat tree to go in this corner. I want something that can go on this shelf beside me so that I can crack the window open and the kitties can sit here and look out the window, but also be close enough where I can touch them if I want to. I want to get whatever is going to go on this shelf here. Wesley has the same shelves in his room, and I want to get one to go under his window, which is right by his bed. And so Harvey can sit up there with Wesley, or while Wesley's asleep. I don't know what's going to happen where the cats are going to sleep, but I want to have those things in the house. We need to make sure we have their litter box. We need to make sure we have their food feeding system set up and how we can get them away from Django if they need to go eat and go to the bathroom and all the things. And Wesley also wants to go meet with somebody at a pet store to ask questions about owning a kitten because his mama doesn't know, he thinks. So he doesn't want to talk to his mama. He wants a professional to tell him what to do. So we're going to go do all of that. That's got everything to do with the kittens. But that is the goal update. I really thought I had done nothing. So I am glad that I looked through the list because I've actually done more than I thought I had. One final thing. I finished this book today. Always Practice Safe Hex. This is book number 4 in, I don't know, Wolf Gone Wild was the first book in the series. I don't know what the series is called, but it's about sisters, all witchy sisters. I think there's 7 of them. And so we followed one of the sisters around this time as she fell in love. We've been seeing glimpses of her throughout the other books. So I really think these books, while they are not super connected, I feel like you should read them in order because you definitely meet people along the way that you know are going to get their own books later. And it's more than just like, oh, hey, that's my cousin and that's my best friend. Like the sisters are actually in the stories and we get background on all of them. Like the oldest sister, we know who her ex-boyfriend was. We know what he thinks about her now. We've seen both of them together through all of these books, but they haven't gotten their own story yet. So I would suggest for this one that you read them in order. However, our main female character is bi. So if you need that for her kid or anything else that you're reading, that will work. You just have to get all the way to book 4. Okay, that is my checkup for tonight. And I have already closed my editing software so that I will not open it up and try to edit again. Tomorrow's going to be really busy. Y'all will see. I'm going to get my nails done first thing in the morning. Look how gross and chipped and tiny they are. No, I am wearing a dress tomorrow night that is pink and purple and white. And so I'm going to probably just get pink nails tomorrow. I don't know what color, but anyway, I'm going to wear my hair up like it is kind of now, but I'm going to have some pieces down and I'm going to use a curling iron and make them be curly. We'll see what I can do. I don't know. And I don't wear makeup, but I will put mascara and lipstick on. So nobody pass out tomorrow when y'all see me wearing mascara and lipstick. That's not happening first thing. First thing is nails. Then we're going to watch a movie and going to Spirit Halloween. Then we're coming back and then we're getting dressed and then we're going to the ball. I have to go to bed. So no editing. I'm going to bed. I've already finished this book. I don't need it anymore with me. All right. I've already had my pills, had all the things. Okay. It's time for me to say good night. Good morning. It's Saturday. And Yes, I was wearing the same hoodie last night. You're probably going to see it a lot, but I promise that I have on new clothes under it, new underwear, all the things. I'm not just wearing the same clothes that I was wearing last night. Second thing, it is 8:45 in the morning. I just ate my package of crackers. That's going to have to be breakfast this morning because I need to leave right now and go get my nails done. So I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm reading Her Majesty's Royal Coven. That's what I'm working on for the whole day. It's 432 pages total, and I don't remember where I was at midnight, but I need to write that down actually on the pad that I'm tracking my days. So I took a picture of it, and I will, it's actually right here. I was 21% last night, so 21% is how far I got. So I'm starting today off at 21%. Well, really, I started midnight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I like it. We're following a couple of different women, including one lady who has never told her husband that she's a witch. It's like a historical fantasy. These witches were part of Her Majesty's Royal Coven in the war, which I'm assuming is World War II, but they're saying historical things that are making me think this might be a completely different world, not our world. But there was apparently a giant war, and they went and fought in it, and now they're just like living their lives. Some of them are out, and some of them are still in the coven, and so we just have lots of POVs, and I'm still trying to get everybody straight in my head, which is how it always happens when I'm doing it on audio, and it is a big multi-POV thing where, especially if all the points of view are women and they're all witches, like there's so many things that they have in common. I mean, I know the little things. There's a doctor, but now she's training a couple of kids. There's also a prophecy about a boy who can do magic, and they think they found the boy, and he has apparently had a very traumatic life, but he's a teenager. And so, I mean, I do want to see what happens with him. I like it. Kind of talked myself around into saying that I like it more. So anyway, I'm going to continue with my day and read as much as I can while I'm getting my nails done. Do y'all read? If you go, oh my gosh, if you go somewhere and get your nails done, do y'all read and stuff while you're there? Or are you very specific? I paused it. I did not know you could pause it. I'm sorry, I touched that button at the bottom. Or are you there to chat with the nail tech or what? Like, what do you do if you're getting your nails done? I think I'm going to tell her today that I want to listen to this book so that I can continue listening to it. And then the next thing I'm doing after I get my nails done, I'm coming back here, picking up Ron and Wesley, and we're going to the movies. So we're going to go watch The Long Walk, which is perfect since I'm on team Long Walk. And I did already get the spoiler that, well, why would I tell y'all the spoiler? Anyway, it has to do with the ending of the movie. So I'm glad that I got the spoiler though, because I've read the book, the story. So I guess I already kind of knew what was going to happen. Anyway, after this, I'm reading Problematic Summer Romance. So I guess I shouldn't have said I was spoiled because I've already read the book. So I know what's going to happen. Anyway, so I need to finish the Royal Coven book and start Problematic Summer Romance today to get my 500 pages, or 454 if I'm trying to stay on task. I don't know how many I got yesterday. Let me look at that really quickly. So I got to 21% of a book that has 448 pages, so that's 94 pages. So no, I bet I didn't. Yesterday I read 431 pages yesterday. So, all right, today, I will do my best to get to 500. I mean, I was only 20 pages off, and well, here's what happened. I spent an hour on the phone last night from 10:30 to 11:30. When I finished talking to y'all, I said I was going to edit a video, and then I was like, don't do that. You have done everything you need to do. Why don't you go to sleep? And then I had a Voxer from my friend, and I was like, okay, let me listen to this Voxer. So I pulled the Voxer up. While I was listening to her Voxer, I saw that I had an email from my blood work with the results, and I clicked on it. and I should not have clicked on it. So that kind of sent me into a bit of an anxiety spiral. Not as bad as it would have been before I had things to tell myself and talk to myself about. And so I talked myself down a little bit, but my body was still responding like we were freaking out, even though my mind was saying, no, we're okay. Y'all, I gotta go to the thing. I'll talk to you in the car. Okay, now, do I even remember what I was saying? Oh yeah, last night. So last night I was, my body was still responding, even though I had gotten my brain to kind of settle down about it. My body was still responding as if we were freaking out. So I have a friend who is very good at perspective, right? At letting me think about things in a different way. I hope that everybody finds this friend, and I just found her a couple of years ago. But that's the other point. I was on Voxer with the friend who had Voxered me. We're going to call her Kim, okay? I was on the phone with her. No, I was on the Voxer with her. I literally I talked to her for over 15 minutes. It cut you off at 15 minutes. I had to do another one so that I could literally walk through my blood work results with her, because I was like, I'm so glad that you're here. The last time I had a panic attack at the gym, I literally sent her a Voxer, and I was like, I'm going to use this Voxer to talk myself down from this panic attack that I'm about to have. So Kim kind of helped me without even being there, like just me talking to her. So I did the same thing last night with the blood work. And y'all, in the grand scheme of things, the blood work is not awful. But I only had a little partial thing of blood work, right? And then I'm looking at it and I go, okay, well, let's compare this to last time, because I did blood work in March or April time. So it's been about 6 months, and I usually do it about every 6 months. So I went and compared it to last time. So many things are really close, but then and so I don't know why it sent me the way it did last night. I guess because I have been working out so much more than I was, I kind of thought that would just magically make things fix. And one of the things that I haven't been doing, which I've discussed in my goals things, is working on my food, right? I haven't been concentrating on my food very much at all. And I know that it's a combination of both of them. Like, y'all are not going to tell me anything in the comments about weight loss, about healthy eating that I do not already know. Unless you have some kind of trick to trick my brain into thinking that if I go to McDonald's ordering a salad, do they even have salads at McDonald's? Ordering a salad is the right thing to do, because my brain is going to be like, I'm sorry, have you had the French fries? So I'm just saying that it's going to be difficult to convince my brain. Anyway, I also just realized I'm not exactly sure which one of these little shopping centers has my nail place. I'm going to try the first one. If it's not in the first one, I'll go to the next one. Nope, it's not here. This is a place called Crystal. That's not my nail place. And I only have 5 minutes. This girl better wait for me. I'm in the wrong shopping center. So I gotta go across to the next one. Why did I think I just knew right where I was going today? Anyway, all of that to say, I did call another friend who is on the West Coast. Her name, let's call her Stacy. She always gives me really good perspectives on where I am. Well, she's probably even more like a mentor. I mean, she is my friend, but also a mentor. We do the podcast together. So if y'all have ever seen or heard me talk about the podcast, that's me and Stacy. Okay, I have to go put this nail place in my thing. Stacy talked to me for about an hour. I felt so much better when I went to bed last night, and I am like more prepared and like I'm going to the doctor in 9 days. In 9 days, she's going to walk me through the blood work. We're going to talk about what it means. And then she's going to say, okay, here is some things that you need to do if you want to fix whatever is going on with the blood work. So things that were high before are still a little bit high, but they've gone down. And my A1C, which is my sugar level, is all the way down. It is almost in normal range, like a 0.1% from being in normal range. So I know I have been doing so much better on the glucose, the sugar stuff, and that is really nice. That feels really nice. My cholesterol levels have gone down. They're still in what considered the high range, and last time there was no range. So while they're actually better than they were last time they weren't called high because there was no range, and now they're called high. So I'm like, I don't understand that. But anyway, everything has gone down except for a couple of blood things, and it could be that I have an infection. I don't know, but I just shouldn't have gone down a deep dive last night. That's not what I do when it's time to go to bed. But Stacy helped me. I got my head wrapped around what needed to happen. I really thought I was now in the right place, and I'm really not. So, okay. They're going to be like, how did you get here the first time? Girl, I do not know. I don't know how I get anywhere in this whole world. Okay, I gotta go find my nail place. Sorry that the volume is going to be weird. I don't have my microphone, but this is my dress tonight, and these are the nails that I got. I was trying to match like this light blue color, which it kind of does. My nails are definitely brighter than the blue on here, but like this color blue is what I was trying to do. Anyway, all I had was a picture of it, but this is the dress. I'm about to get dressed. Ron is already dressed. So I'm going to get dressed and then we're going to go. Okay, hello. Y'all are the only people that are going to see my arms out because I cannot handle it. So I have a wrap that goes over the dress because I want my arms to be covered up. I've gotten so much better about it over the years, but still no. And maybe I haven't gotten better about it because why would I say I've gotten better about it and then not? And then have them covered up when I go out. But I've gotten better about it in the fact that I'm at least on film with y'all right now with my arms out, which I would not have done even 2 years ago. So anyway, let me get this wrap on and then I'll keep talking. Also, it's like a drapery thing that it's got armholes, but they're like really low down armholes. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, just this makes me feel better. Having this, it's definitely, it's see-through. Everybody can see that my arms are big. I don't know why it helps, but it helps. Also, where I gave blood and she stabbed me, I have a big bruise there, and I have one over here where stab number 2 took place. Stab number 3 in the back of my hand, nothing. You can barely tell that it happened. Okay, I got to put my watch on, and then I have makeup, which I hate where y'all are right now. Okay, we'll be up higher, and y'all can see Ron. Oh, I thought you were coming in. Ron has his outfit on, so he can... It's a uniform, sorry. He can explain about his sleeves real quick while I'm looking for something.
So this is what's called a party shirt. So it's like a standard tuxedo shirt, but for those of us in the service, we will get these made. They're called party shirts. So the sleeves and the back are of a material that you want. Mine are the Dallas Cowboys. Some do their colleges. Some do just any other random sort of thing that speaks to who they are. And this, when we have the coat on, which you'll see later, covers it. And then when the event is officially over, when all of the official things are done, then it comes off and it's party time.
Unless you're really old like us, and then when the official things are done and the jackets come off, we just leave. We look at everybody's party shirts and we're like, okay, that's cute, bye.
And the wife says, it's time to go.
Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so here is my makeup routine. Y'all start taking notes immediately. I did because it gives people epilepsy if I'm standing in front of the fan. This is Mega Volume Mascara, okay? I'm sponsored. No, I'm just... Just kidding. Nobody sponsor me. This mascara is probably so old that it smells bad, but whatever. We're going to use it. And then I have the lip liner, quick liner for lips. This is from Clinique.
I think you all know Amanda well enough to know that she does this so little that she is doing this on my dresser in the dark corner of the room when we have a bathroom with multiple lights and mirrors where she could be doing this.
Well, yeah, but I don't need all the lights. I'm adding 2 things on my body. That's it. Okay, I just found another CoverGirl Lash Blast volume. I don't know when I got this, but I have 2 mascara to choose from. Wow. I don't even know what the difference is. And then, why can I not find any lipstick? The only lipstick I can find, is this even for your lips? Eyebrow pencil. What? Didn't even know that was a thing. My glasses are my eyebrows. So, we're good. I don't need any. Oh, this is a thing. Skinny tip. Oh, eyeliner. No, I'm not getting near my eyes with a pen. That's not happening. All right, let's continue to look through this bag. This is a tiny something. It's a brow, LA Colors Browy Wowie. Nope. Was I worried about my eyebrows at some point? This is a Kajal pencil made in Brooklyn, New York from Divine Kalo. I have 0 idea. It's really dark, so I'm going to assume that's also eyeliner. That's not happening tonight. I've probably never used it, actually. I was really just trying to find lip stuff. This is eye brightener. No, thank you. Not doing that. Don't even know what that is or what it's used for. Ha! Found some lipstick. Well, something that looks pinkish and can go on my lips. This other thing right here that I just grabbed because I thought it was a lipstick. Y'all, it's an eye stick. Retinol eye stick. I almost put that on my mouth, on my lips. Okay, so I have a lip liner and a lipstick and 2 different mascaras. Let's just eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wish they had a expiration date on them so I would know. I feel like I've seen this one longer, so maybe this one's older, and this one looks brand new. I don't remember ever seeing this before. So we're going to go with this one. This is in my toiletry bag, by the way, that I take with me on trips. Why? Why am I taking my makeup on trips? I'm not wearing makeup. Okay. I'm also not going to do this in front of y'all, but I am going to use the camera as a mirror. Probably shouldn't do that. I'm going to use an actual mirror as a mirror and put on the mascara. Let me get the glasses up. As y'all can see, I decided not to do the hair down and curled up because when the wind blows, it's going to get real frizzy real fast and I'll constantly want to tuck it behind my ear. So we're just going straight, sleek bun-ish with some little hair on top. That's what we're going with tonight. Okay, mascara. Oh my gosh, I can barely see this now. I took my glasses off. Okay, also I'm left-handed and nobody say anything about the faces I make while I'm trying to apply mascara. Okay, maybe I should have done like a before and after because I have no idea what my eyes even look like before. Also, maybe I do need that eye brightener. I definitely have dark spots around my eyes. Also, my client and my friend, when she puts on her makeup, she always says, okay, and then I put, where are my glasses? Y'all, they're on my head. She says, oh, here's the mascara, all done. You can't tell a difference? No, because I can't tell a difference. Maybe the mascara is just real old. I have 0 idea. Anyway, she says, oh, and I put this in my waterline. Girl, what is a waterline? I'm like, is that my lower eyelid or my upper eyelid? That's how I need you to talk. I need you to say things like that and not waterlines. Okay, my mother told me years ago that you line your lips where you want them to be. What do we think? Yep, they're lined. Definitely lined lips. Okay. And I know that your lip liner is supposed to like go with your lipstick. My plan is to use it as a barrier, but kind of cover it up. So there we go. All done. So I look just like I looked before, except my lips have a little bit of a shimmer. Okay, we're going with Laura and Eric to the thing. And so I will take a picture. I'll make sure there's a picture of all 4 of us tonight. And I will put it up for y'all. But here is my dress and my, whatchamacallit. Let's see. Let's go look in the mirror. Okay, here's my bedroom. But this is my dress and my wrap. I turned around to look at myself in the mirror and I forgot that I was taking y'all with me on a tour around. Anyway, this is it. This is the dress. Oh, I do have to go get shoes. Shoes, next step. Okay, in the closet. These white sandals are what I'm wearing. They have the little rhinestoney things on it, which is similar to the rhinestones at the top of my dress. And they're super comfortable, and they don't have a tall heel on it because I'm already the same height as Ron. So when I wear a tall heel, I tower over him. So anyway, we're just going to wait for our friends to get here, and then we'll be ready to go to the ball. Okay, it is 11:15 at night. We got back from the ball, and my eyes are still dark. Whether or not I had mascara on or not, I don't even think you can tell. Anyway, I'm really tired, but we had a really good time. I came back, and I finished Her Majesty's Secret Coven. Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I did not love the ending. I think I'm going to be okay with not continuing with this series either. So I've already talked about my series situation. My commitment to the series is either reading them all or not, being more conscious about what I'm reading or not. So I am not going to continue with this series as of right now. I can never say never, but as of right now, I'm good. It did not wrap up. So, I told you in the other one that it wrapped everything up in one book, and so I was okay with not reading. This did not. This left on an absolute cliffhanger that I did not enjoy at all. So, I did not love the ending of the book, but I like the book overall. I mean, I'm still giving it a 4. I like what it had to say. I felt the same way. Okay, so this, in their situation, they have gendered magic, kind of like the Cemetery Boys. Kind of like the Cemetery Boys, how they have gendered magic, and women have one job and men have one job. In this world, it works the same way. And we're following 4 or 5 witches who were children together, and they joined Her Majesty's Royal Coven as adults. And now we're years later, after this war that they've been fighting in is over, and only one of them is still part of the coven, and she's actually the head of it now, and the others have gone their own way to do kind of their own thing. And one of them has created their own coven that is more inclusive and more diverse, and is not just like women are in this coven and men are in, it's called not a coven, it's called something else, of warlocks, a group of warlocks. Anyway, this child shows up, and the gender stuff does not seem to be true, like working the way it should in this child. So prophecies are abounding, and things happen. Anyway, these women, now that they're all adults and grown up, have to deal with the things that they've been ignoring since the war, and the reason they split, and they just haven't been talking to each other. But if you liked the way the author kind of played around with gender identities, with magical things being attached to your gender in Cemetery Boys, then I recommend that you read this as well. I think that you would really like it. I read 354 pages in Her Majesty's Royal Coven today, and now I am like 14% of the way through with Problematic Summer Romance. This book, I do not love the main character already. I'm like, girl, no. 416 pages in this. So if I'm 14% of the way through a 416 page novel, I've read 58 pages which just puts me at 412 for the day, and it is 11:20. So I might not get to 450 today. Y'all, I am running a real risk of not getting all of my TBR done. So it just means I'm not going to get as many of the bingo boards done on Trick or Treat-a-thon as I wanted to. And so once I finish with the Long Walk game board, I can definitely go through and change up some things that I wanted to read and pick shorter books and do all kinds of stuff. But I'm really happy still that I have managed to pick books that I own to do this whole thing with. I have had to go find only 6 books out of the 40 that I picked to read. I only had to go find 6. So I've also saw a video that came out today from Danny. I will link the video below, talking about her readathon that she wants to do in November. And I'm going to join it. It's called like Bucket List-a-thon or something. I already signed up for it, but it's a play on your own. It's not a team thing. I'm going to casually play it. And then also today, I was asked if I wanted to co-host Merry Bookmas in December. So, spoiler alert, I might be doing that with Melanie from Completely Melanie, which I don't remember. I thought we just had a bingo board, but that might be me misremembering, because Melanie does 4 different readathons for each of the seasons. So this one is just for winter, and it happens around Christmas in December. So that's everything that I have going on right now. The readathon in November, I think I'm going to make a TBR for it, or at least, yeah, I'm going to make a TBR for it and go through some things that I want to do, pick some things based on my goals that I want to do. I think that'll be fun, and it'll fit into kind of what I've already been doing as far as how my 13 weeks goes. Speaking of the weeks, though, this is my second week ending the vlog, and I'm going to end it tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit more tomorrow when I end it about my thoughts for the next 2 weeks, because I want to kind of experiment with filming them in the ways that I've been doing them, and seeing what is the best way for me to do it, what is the best that y'all enjoy, and also what gives me like the most ability to talk about my goals and the books that I'm reading, but then also not 2 hours long for every single one of them. So we'll see. But these 2 weeks are almost over, and then I'm going to do a new kind of edit for the next 2 weeks, and we'll just see how it goes. And if there's another way that I'm going to do it, I'll try that out maybe after that for the next 2 weeks. But I'm currently reading Problematic Summer Romance. I hate the main character. She's on my nerves so bad. All she's doing is whining so far. I'm 6 chapters in. At the beginning of this chapter, no, the end of chapter 6 is where I am right now. She's on my nerves, although her ex-boyfriend did do her real wrong. I also don't love the main male character so far. All we've gotten is that he's an absolute jerk, and nobody has given us any information about him. We've also not had anything from his point of view. So I really need his POV to get up in this book and tell me something else. So hopefully I will like that book more. I'm about to go read it in bed before I go to sleep, and then I start my first 600-page high fantasy, The Will of the Many. So, Problematic Summer Romance has to be finished tomorrow so I can start The Will of the Many, and it might take me 2 days to do that one. But anyway, that's it. Today has been a really good day, but it's been really busy. We just started out nails, then we went to the movie, then we went to Spirit Halloween, then we came back here and rested for not very long, and then we got ready, and then we went to the ball, and then we came home, and I have been reading. Just reading since we got home because of how much I was gone today. So it's time to say good night. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and we are on our way to church. I am sitting in the back seat because Wesley is driving, and I'm scared to sit in the front seat when Wesley is driving. Not Wesley in general. I mean, not Wesley specifically, just teenagers in general. I don't do well with people driving. And so anyway, he's a great driver. He has never had any issues, but it makes me nervous. So anyway, this morning, the reason I'm saying good morning now at 10 o'clock is because I got up this morning. Once I could convince myself to get out of bed, I went and started filming a Sims video. I have 2 videos to film today, and then batch week is over and I am mostly prepped for the whole month. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like over the next 3 weeks. It's been fun to start a new way of trying to do the content creation so that each week is not exactly a copy of the week before, and I've got to do these 2 videos for the reading channel and 2 videos for the Sims channel, and it can just be like all done in 1 week. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have tons of ideas. That's the problem. I have way too many ideas of what I want to do over the next 3 weeks related to the channels. But anyway, I'm reading Problematic Summer Romance, 30-something% of the way through. I'm still mad. Oh, I lost my microphone thing again. I lost my little thing for this, but I'm not loving Problematic Summer Romance, mostly because it is single POV. I do not like the single POV. I just don't. So 40% of the way in, we still haven't gotten anybody else's point of view, especially when it's an age gap romance, and that's all he's worried about. And I really want to be in his head and find out why. Like, I know his dad is married to a younger woman, and maybe that's got something to do with it, but I don't care. That makes me very angry. I need to know his brain. So I don't love this book. But I'm going to keep reading, and I will check in with y'all a little bit later, probably in the middle of filming and editing this afternoon. Okay, I know that today hasn't been much of a check-in day. It's almost 7 o'clock. I was kind of thinking that I could finish Problematic Summer Romance and like be done with it and tell y'all what happened, but I'm not going to finish it before I want to close out the vlog, which is right now. So here it is, Problematic Summer Romance. I don't like it. I have 30% of the book left. I don't like it. She needs to just move on and be done. She should have moved on 2.5 years ago. This man has feelings for her, but he thinks that he's too old. And so then he becomes super patronizing and being like, oh, it's a power imbalance and I have more money than you do and I don't want to take advantage of the situation. Okay, at some point you have to be like, okay, I get your reservations about this, but I am a grown person. I am a grown woman and I am making this decision as a grown woman. Take it or not, but stop. I mean, he clearly has feelings for her. He's just trying to be her friend, but he is so incredibly overprotective that she cannot even have a life outside of what he deems to be appropriate for her. He tells her to go find a 20-year-old to hook up with, and then when she talks to anybody, he freaks out about it. Like, no. I don't like any of it. And you know what? I might like him more if I had his point of view. But guess what I don't have is his point of view. So I am so over this book and I'm just want it to be over. So I'm definitely going to finish it tonight. And I will be starting The Will of the Many. So I'm excited about that one as well. But my plan, I told y'all I would talk to y'all today about how I was going to update and do vlogging for the next 2 weeks. It's not really going to be vlogging. Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to film clips throughout the day of things that I'm doing and what's going on. And then at night, I'm going to check in, recap for you what I did during the day, show you the B-roll and the clips of me doing the things, and then tell you about the reading that I got done for the day. Like, that is my plan that I think I'm going to do. I will open it, kick off in the morning, and talk about what my plans are for the day and what I am hoping to accomplish. And then at the end of the day, I'll do a check-in, like I said, and kind of go through those elements that I just talked about. So I think that's how I'm going to do it for at least the next 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be done for this week. Week 2 definitely was much better than week 1. There's also going to be a day during the week where I will talk about the goals again. I like doing that on Fridays, so I think Friday is a good day for me to just do a goal check-in every time. So I will keep doing that way. Otherwise, I think that's all. This week, like I said, has been much better than last week. Everything is looking good. This coming week is about to be the last week before I go to the doctor on Monday. So next Monday is going to be a little bit of anxiety. I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm actually looking forward to it. I know what I'm going in there for. I know what I want to talk about with the doctor. So I'm trying to take back control of my body and the thoughts that I have about my body, because I don't think I've ever had control of them. I think the way I think about my body has always belonged to somebody else outside of me. And so that's one of the things that I am really going to be focusing on when it comes to my mental health stuff, is taking back control of my body. I probably have not had control since I was a 2-year-old and realized that I had ADHD and I was a little too much for people when I was bouncing and jumping and moving all over the place. And then, I don't remember when I was 2, but definitely I remember in kindergarten when I was talking too much. I was just a little too much for everybody around. So I feel like I need to take back control of my body and the way I think about my body and the way I think about myself. And I'm just done. I'm sad that it took me 48 years, but whatever. At least it didn't take me 88 years. So that is the silver lining. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you to everyone who has answered the survey. I will link it down below, so don't forget to go check it out. And what in the world, you know what I want y'all to do is leave me a dog emoji, because the number of y'all that are trolling me by saying the only reason you're watching this video is for Django, there's a lot of y'all out there. And so leave me a dog emoji, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.